Good morning everyone. Basa tayo ng Bible. Chapter 19 ng Exodus hanggang 20 and then Matthew 18, 21 to 35. Basa. Giving the law at Mount Sinai, in the third month after the Israelites left Egypt, on the very day they came to the desert of Sinai, after they set out from Rephidim, they entered the desert of Sinai, and Israel camped there in the desert in front of the mountain. Then Moses went up to God, and the Lord called to him from the mountain and said, "This is what you are to say to the house of Jacob, and what you are to tell the people of Israel. You yourselves have seen what I did." Jacob guys is Israel din yan ha. Pinalitan lang yung pangalan niya ng Israel eh. Doon sa una natin pagbasa. You yourselves have seen what I did to Egypt, and how I carried you on eagle's wings, and brought you to myself. Now, if you obey me fully and keep my covenant, then out of all nations, you will be my treasured possession. O talagang na ano yung Israel guys. Pero lagi kong sinasabi no, bakit Israel lang? Di ba yung nanggaling na sila sa Egypt, ba't di pa sinali yung Egypt sa yung ang tag nito? Yung i-convince mo sila para hindi lang Israel yung mag-worship kay Father God. Pero hindi, Israel lang talaga ang inano niya. Although the whole earth is mine, you will be for me. Although the whole earth is mine, you will be for me kingdom of priests and holy nation. Oh, balikan nyo guys. Although the whole earth is mine, you will be for me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. So, dineclare niya talagang holy nation ng Israel. These are the words you are to speak to the Israelites. So Moses went back and summoned the elders of the people and said before them all the words the Lord had commanded him to speak. The people all responded together, "We will do everything the Lord has said." So Moses brought their answer back to the Lord. So parang nung time na yon, si Moses ang mediator ni Father God tsaka ng mga Israelites. Kasi kung ano sasabihin ni Father God, yan sinasabi niya sa mga Israelites. Kung ano naman sagot ng mga Israelites, yun naman ang sasabihin niya kay Father God. Kaya lagi kong reaction dito, bakit hindi na lang si Father God nagda-direct sa mga Israelites? Ba't kailangan pang si Moses? Parang, yung alam mo yung run errand, parang messenger si Moses. Siya yung naatasan na magsabi kay Father God, magsabi sa mga Israelites. The Lord said to Moses, "I am going to come to you in a dense cloud, so that the people will hear me speaking with you." Oh, so verse 9 guys. The Lord said to Moses, "I am going to come to you in a dense cloud, so that the people will hear me speaking with you, and will always put their trust in you." Then Moses told the Lord what the people had said. And the Lord said to Moses, "Go to the people and consecrate them today and tomorrow. Have them wash their clothes and be ready by the third day. Because on that day, the Lord will come down on Mount Sinai in the sight of all the people." Ang swerte nila, no? Nakita nila si Father God noon. Put limits for the people around the mountain and tell them, be careful that you do not go up the mountain or touch the foot of it. Whoever touches the mountain shall surely be put to death. Oh, he shall surely be stoned or shot with arrows, not a hand is to be laid on him. Whether man or animal, he shall not be... nauna nang umano yung dyan ko. Nag-react. Naunang nag-react. Nakalagay guys, whoever touches the mountain shall surely be put to death. He shall surely be stoned or shot with arrows, not a hand is to be laid on him. Whether man or animal, he shall not be permitted to live. Only when the ram's horn sounds a long blast may they go up to the mountain. After Moses had gone down, kaya huwag daw mag-touch doon sa mountain or else mamamatay ka. So yun. After Moses had gone down the mountain to the people, he consecrated them, and they washed their clothes. Then he said to the people, prepare yourself for the third day, abstain from sexual relations. Abstain from sexual relations, guys. Bawal. On the morning on the third day, there was thunder and lightning with thick cloud over the mountain and a very loud trumpet blast. Everyone in the camp trembled. Then Moses led the people out of the camp to meet with God, and they stood at the foot of the mountain. Basta huwag kayong humawak sa mountain. Tayo lang kayo doon. Ang galing, no? Nakita talaga nila. Mount Sinai was covered with smoke because the Lord descended on it in fire. Mount Sinai was covered with smoke because the Lord descended on it in fire. The smoke billowed up from it like smoke from a furnace. The whole mountain trembled violently, and the sound of its trumpet grew louder and louder. Then Moses spoke, and the voice of God answered him. Ang swerte talaga nila, guys. Naririnig nila yung voice ng God. The Lord descended to the top of Mount Sinai and called Moses to the top of the mountain. So the Lord descended to the top of Mount Sinai and called Moses on the top of the mountain. Sa verse 20 yan. So Moses went up, and the Lord said to him, go down and warn the people so they do not force their way through to see the Lord, and many of them perish. Oh, go down and warn the people so they do not force their way through to see the Lord, and many of them perish. Even the priests who approach the Lord must consecrate themselves, or the Lord will break out against them. Moses said to the Lord, the people cannot come up Mount Sinai because you yourself warned us. Put limits around the mountain and set it apart as holy. The Lord replied, go down and bring Aaron up with you, but the priest and the people must not force their way through to come up to the Lord, or he will break out against them. So Moses went down to the people and told them. Ang hirap na ginagawa ni Moses, no? Siyempre, baba-akyat dun sa mountain. The Ten Commandments. And God spoke all this. Kasi alam nga naman, di ba mountain nga yun, so ang hirap kaya ng paakyat. Pinapaakyat siya, tapos ngayon pinapababa. Parang ako ang nahihirapan. Pwede namang marinig yung voice ni Father God. So sabihin na lang doon sa mga Israelites. The Ten Commandments, and God spoke all these words. Oh, yung Ten Commandments, guys. Kailangan mag-concentrate na tayo dito. And God spoke all the words. Nasa Exodus, pala siya, 20. yung Ten Commandments. And God spoke all these words, I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me. So yun yung number 1. I am the Lord your God, who brought you of Egypt, out of the land of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself an idol in the form of anything in heaven above, or on the earth beneath, or in the waters below. You shall not bow down to them on the earth beneath, or in the waters below. Oh, you shall not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, I am a jealous God. Nakalagay guys, oh. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children to the sin of the fathers to the third and fourth generation of those who hate me, but showing love to 1,000 generations of those who love me and keep my commandments. Oh, so yung siya, but showing love to 1,000 generation, guys. So kasali tayo. Of those who love me and keep my commandments. Kasali tayo. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God, for the Lord will not hold anyone guiltless who misuses His name. Ang dami palang guys, oh. Ang dami palang bawal talaga. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. So, yung number 1, tapos number 2, you shall not make an idol. So, number 3, you shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God, for the Lord will not hold any guiltless who misuses His name. Tapos number 4, remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the 7th day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work, neither you nor your son or daughter, nor your manservant or maidservant, nor your animals, nor the alien within your gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them. But He rested on the 7th day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy. So, yun ang number 4. As number 5, honor your father and your mother. Sa verse 12 na tayo, guys, ha. Kaya lang tinatandaan ko yung 10 Commandments. Honor your father and your mother so that you may live long in the land the Lord your God is giving you. Number 6, you shall not murder. Number 7, you shall not commit adultery. Number 8, you shall not steal. Number 9, you shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. Ayan ha, kaya huwag kayo sa neighbor nyo. Nakalagay sa commandments number 9, you shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. Sa verse 16 yan ng Exodus chapter 20. So 17, the last but not the least commandments nakalagay dito is, you shall not covet your neighbor's house, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his manservants or maidservants, his ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. So yun guys. Sa verse 18 na tayo. When the people saw the thunder and lightning and heard the trumpet and saw the mountain in smoke, and they trembled with fear. They stayed at a distance and said to Moses, Speak to us yourself and we will listen, but do not have God speak to us or we will die. Mas takot sila kay Father God. Moses said to the people, Do not be afraid. God has come to test you so that the fear of God will be with you to keep you from sinning. The people remained at a distance while Moses approached the thick darkness. where God was. So, smoke lang pala nakikita ng mga tao. Si Moses lang nakakikita talaga kay God. Si thick darkness. Idols and altars. Nakalagay sa verse 21 guys ha. The people remained at a distance while Moses approached the thick darkness where God was. Idols and altars. Then the Lord said to Moses, tell the Israelites this. You have seen for yourselves that I have spoken to you from heaven. Do not make any gods to build alongside me. Do not make for yourselves gods of silver or gods of gold. So, huwag natin sambahin ang silver at ginto. Make an altar of earth for me and sacrifice on it your burnt offerings and fellowship offerings, your sheep and goats, and your cattle. Wherever I cause my name to be honored, I will come to you and bless you. Oh, basahin ulit. Wherever I cause my name to be honored, I will come to you and bless you. Amen. If you make an altar of stones for me, do not build it with dressed stones, for you will defile it if you use a tool on it. And do not go up to my altar or steps, lest your nakedness be exposed on it. Ayan guys. Pero ang swerte talaga nila. Ano yan yung mga, ano yan ni Jacob? Israelites. Kaya tinawag na Israelite kasi si Jacob noon is pinalitan ng pangalan. Tapos, syempre yung mga anak-anak. Nasa Matthew 18 na tayo eh. 21 to 35. 21 to 35. Excuse me. Ano tayo natin? Advance tayo talaga masyado, no? Jesus tells the parable of the unforgiving debtor. Then Peter came to Jesus and asked, Lord, how many times shall I forgive my brother when he sins against me, up to 7 times? Jesus answered, I tell you not 7 times, but 70 times. Grabe naman. Inabuso ka na noon, Father God. Jesus answered, therefore, the kingdom of heaven is like a king who wanted to settle accounts with his servants. As he began the settlement, a man who owed him 10,000 talents brought to him. Since he was not able to pay, the master ordered that he and his wife and his children and all that he had be sold to repay the debt. Ito yung mga hindi nakakabayad, guys. The servant fell on his knees before him. Be patient with me, he begged. I will pay back everything. The servant's master took pity on him, canceled the debt, and let him go. But when the servant went out, doon sa master, pinatawad siya. But when the servant went out, he found one of his fellow servants who owed him 100 denarii. He grabbed him and began to choke him. Pay back what you owe me, he demanded. His fellow servant fell to his knees and begged him, be patient with me and I will pay you back. But he refused. Tingnan mo lang siya. Siyang umutang doon sa master nung pinatawad siya. Tapos dito naman, yung nakautang sa kanya, hindi siya nagpatawad. Tao talaga. But he refused. Instead, he went off and had the man thrown into prison until he could pay the debt. Paano makakabayad yan? Pinakulong mo na. When the other servants saw what had happened, they were greatly distressed and went and told their master everything that had happened. Then the master called the servant, and, "You wicked servant," he said, "I cancelled all that debt of yours because you begged me to. Shouldn't you have had mercy on your fellow servant, just as I had you on you?" Tama. In anger, his master turned him over to the jailers to be tortured until he should pay back all he owed. Ayun. Lalong hindi makakabayad yan, Father God. This is how my Heavenly Father will treat it of you unless you forgive your brother from your heart. Oh. So, minsan ang hirap ng parable talaga. Okay, guys. Time to pray na. Mag-pray na lang kayo ng sarili nyo. Ako, wala naman ako hardcore. Hindi, maalis lang yung COVID-19 talaga. Lahat ng may sakit gumaling na. Hipuin sila ni Father God para gumaling na. And maging masaya lang tayo everyday. Sapat na yan. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.